Morning everyone, afternoon, evening, whatever time you are watching this. Hope you're well, hope all your training's going well. Welcome back to another Workout Wednesday, and it's a lovely day. Look at this, the sun is shining, shorts weather, lovely. See, it's even a little bit too warm to be wearing this long sleeve, so it's a bit windy, but that's a lovely day. So, for this week's episode of Workout Wednesday, I'm going to be doing things slightly differently. I'm actually going to be doing the session that I'm going to run through afterwards. So I'm going to do the session now, and then when I get home, sit at my desk and go through the usual stuff with Workout Wednesday, why you should do it, when you should do it, and finally what the session is. Just doing my warm-up around the odd down track, and then I've got some hill reps to do, as you would have gathered from the title and the thumbnail. I'm going to do those up, I think, the main road, if anyone knows Bath, the main road from Bare Flat to Odd Down. I think that's my best bet. Nice consistent gradient, and I got some shorter, like minute efforts, so should be a good session. Just doing a couple laps of the track, and then I'll go over to the location for the session. So I figured what I'd actually do is change the order a little bit of this video. So I'm going to run through what the session is now and go through like what I'm actually doing, and then when I'm back home I'll go through the kind of like the why you should do these types of sessions, and then also like when you can plan the session into your program to get the most out of it. So hill reps, like I've said, I'm doing 8 lots of 60 seconds at 5k effort. Jog back down and go straight into the next one. Literally as easy as that, or simple as that. It's probably not going to be very easy. I did a 3k warm up and then I got a 2k cool down, nice and chilled. I will run through more info on this session once I'm home, because there are a few things to definitely touch on, but gone over on my 3k warm up. Oops. I'm going to start about here. Let's do that. That's a good session. Session's done. Just doing the rest of the hill now on my cool down. Legs hurt. Nice and easy. 2k cool down. Then after I've had a shower, we'll go through the rest of this this Workout Wednesday. So I'll see you in a bit. Just back from the run now. Got a shower and smell hopefully a bit better than I did when I got straight back. I'm going to run through some of the specifics now with the session. I'm going to go through the why behind doing hill reps and why you should consider doing hill reps in your training. There are plenty of reasons to be doing hill work in your training, namely speed, strength, lactate tolerance, efficiency. And if you think about it as simply as this, if you train on hills and you get faster, or it becomes easier running up a hill, then when you transfer that to the flat, you're going to be absolutely flying. So that's the reason why we do hills. It's kind of similar to overgear work on the bike, and it's a really good way to focus on really good running form and promote that further on when you transfer your speed to the flatter roads. The next question is when you should do this session. Now, it is a tough session, and this session is not the be-all and end-all, like I say on all of these videos. The beauty of hill reps actually is you can manipulate this session and kind of tailor it to your needs. You can make the efforts longer, you can have rest at the bottom, you can make the efforts harder, you can make them easier, you can make the rest shorter and longer, you can alternate the type of terrain that you go on. You can really kind of pick a mix and make this session really, really good for you and give loads of variety. And that's what's really good with this session, is it doesn't really get boring. You can add so much variety and keep things really interesting for a long time. You want to be going into it feeling good, so make sure you're not doing anything too hard on the day before you do this session, and then also make sure you are recovering well afterwards. Put this in your week whenever you like, but just make sure you're going into it feeling good and you're giving yourself ample amount of recovery afterwards. Make sure you don't do too many of these sessions as well, so maybe once a week, every other week. This kind of period in the season is a good time to be doing this sort of stuff, really working on that top end stuff, top end power, top end speed, and then you can transfer that later on, hopefully when races come around the corner, to more kind of a consistent effort. Finally, what is the session? Now, I did run through the session a little bit earlier, but I will put it on the screen so you can take a screenshot. Really, really simple session this. 3k warm up, keep it nice and chilled, and then you've got 8 lots of 60 seconds at 5k effort, jog back down recovery, go straight into it, and then 2k warm down or cool down. Really, really easy. Couple of things to mention on this: 5k effort, not 5k pace. There is a big difference. Don't feel like you can run up a hill at 5k pace, because that's pretty much a sprint and you won't be able to sustain that for 60 seconds, let alone the 8 reps of 60 seconds. So it's 5k effort, it's tapping into that perceived exertion. If you haven't done a 5k race before, that's absolutely fine. What I would recommend is run at a kind of 8 out of 10 effort. So it's hard, but it's sustainable. It's not a max sprint. The key to this session is to be consistent throughout the full 60-second effort. 60 seconds doesn't sound like too long, but trust me, if you go too hard at the start, you will fatigue and you will not feel good towards the end, and you will really kind of fall off a little bit. And that's not the point of this session. It's to really focus on, the speed, the strength, the consistency, throughout the whole 60 seconds, and then throughout the 8 reps as well. It is going to get hard towards the end, but it's just kind of making sure you're not going too hard too soon. So what I would say is, if anyone's unsure on the effort that they should be going to, maybe start off a little bit easier and then build through the session. I would much rather someone build through a session than start too quick and then kind of 3 reps in, they're blown out the window, because that's not the point of the session. So that is the session. Really hope you enjoyed it. Let me know if you include hill reps in your training in the comment section below. Let me know what you thought of the session. Give it a go and let me know how you get on, and I will see you in the next video.